Welcome to Thothcast. Yay.
Hi.
Okay, we can go again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Thothcast. That was good. That was a good one.
Okay.
So today we have a couple of readings on the agenda.
Yes, we want to do a love reading and a career reading for Sophia, and maybe me too.
I'm using the Fountain Tarot, which is 1 out of 4 decks that I own. I don't know if we want to quickly go over.
Yeah, so we wanted to go over which decks Sophia has. Could you explain?
Yeah, I can explain the Fountain Tarot because that's been my longest deck. It follows the Rider Waite deck, and it's the one that I had since 2018. So out of all of my decks, I think this one kind of gives you more of a harsh truth, or sometimes it tells people things that they don't want to hear, but it has stuck with me for a long time. And then I also recently got another Rider Waite deck, but that one's gone MIA. I'm pretty sure it's back in my house, so maybe we can compile a picture of all of them. And I also have the Goddess Tarot, which in that one it replaces all the major arcana with the goddesses, and it kind of is a different schema in that way.
Yep.
And then finally the Aleister Crowley deck, the Thoth Tarot, which is kind of we named our Thothcast after kind of the same god, but that one deviates from the traditional major and minor arcana, and he kind of just went a little crazy with it. So some people who practice tarot don't view the Aleister Crowley deck as a valid deck, but I think it's always good to experiment with different ones and see what they say. I kind of want to use that one. I feel like we haven't used it in a while. After this one, maybe I'll...
Yeah, we should do the Goddess Tarot deck, because we haven't used that one in a while, and we need to see it.
We do. I feel like I also need to practice.
I want to see which goddesses we get.
Yes. Okay, so I'll do this quick. So the question, 9 of coins. So basically the 9 of coins, so 9 of coins represents individual accomplishment. It exclaims that for now life is beautiful, and it means independent success, self-mastery, discipline, a rich life, and fulfillment. But the reversal indicates instability, loss of security, deception, danger, and self-doubt. So I guess in terms of love, it might be narrowing down.
I think Sophia is girl bossing. They are very complete with themselves.
Yeah, and I guess I asked this question, or I think I was talking about this earlier, but I think I realized it says, through discipline and hard work, you have gracefully and independently crafted a cherished environment and stable life. So I think the question is that, can I find somebody who can fit into this life that I've crafted for myself? Because I feel in a lot of my past relationships I have really halted my life and diverted for other people, and that's been just a trait that I've carried. But now I'm trying to really put myself first and what I want to do. So
yes, crafted is a funny word because you're a witch.
It is literally. We're literally the Bene Gesserit.
Yes.
I feel they had to have used tarot a little bit as inspiration.
Yeah, they definitely use some esoteric shit in that.
Right. So the second one is the context. 6 of Swords. So this is everything that has led up to this, and Swords is an air sign, surprisingly. 6?
6 of Swords?
Yeah.
Oh.
A new beginning. So it represents announcing the end of a difficult situation and the beginning of a future. Overcoming adversity, shedding the past. And then the reversals, old patterns of behavior. And impasse, preventative progress. So I think for this, it's saying that in the past, I've ended. I've gone out of a difficult situation, and I've now entered a new beginning. And in this new beginning, I have to really, like, avoid old patterns of behavior. Like, now that I've, like, seen it, I, like, in order for there to be a successful relationship, it's probably saying that I need to, like, really learn from the lessons that I was taught in the most recent years. And then 3 represents your role in the situation. 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords represents a quiet space. It's often known as a meditation card. It indicates that you are in or just have gotten over a difficult time and you need to rest, reflect, and reconnect with yourself.
I honestly feel like really related to this reading too. Like,
yeah,
I feel like maybe this reading could be for the both of us because we both have similar or at similar points.
Yeah, like it says, a return to the center, respite from difficulty, recuperation. And I feel like I kind of relate to that. Like, this year, I really realized that, like, you know, I've gone through a hard time in the past, and I need to, like, just, like, be more easy on myself, or, like, I will not survive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have to figure out who I am, like, I don't know, like, in order to, like, be able to, like, go on and, like, live past this point in my life.
Okay.
But, yeah. I like where it's going. It's really, like, and I think also we always tend to, like, our paths always tend to, like, become parallel to each other, like, which is really nice. 4 represents your community. But Page of Swords, another air sign. And in Page of Swords, Page is, like, a very young,
naive energy.
Yeah, and I think in, like, no matter what, it's always like that. But the Page of Swords represents bold curiosity. So it's someone who's almost too smart for their own good. Like someone who's considered, like, a natural genius. Someone who's a mental risk taker, skill at covering what's concealed. Someone with eager confidence, innovation. It could mean the community being the other person. I could see that being, like, a way to interpret the love reading when it comes from the 5. When it's in, like, this 5 card spread. Let me read it. So basically, in your community, who else plays a role in this situation? So in terms of love reading, it would be, maybe it's saying that someone who you would be compatible with is somebody who's, like, very smart, someone who's a risk taker, someone with strong insight, so someone who's intelligent. And I think maybe it's because, like, you and I, like, are, like, maybe, like, I wouldn't say very intelligent, but we have, like, very unique perspectives on the world and art and stuff like that. And I think finding somebody who fits in and, like, not agrees fully with our perspective, but offers, like, very intelligent insight and
Yes.
like back and forth that actually means something. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that is, like, would be good. Like, someone who is, like, on the same, like, kind of intellectual level. I feel like that's always a good place to be. And then finally, the outcome. I'm low-key scared. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Knight of Cups. Cups is a water sign. And I usually associate cups with romance, but I don't know if that's, like, wrong of me. Like, I feel like just water signs are very romantic.
Wait, so Knights of Cups?
Yeah, Knight.
Knights of Cups.
Passionate idealism. So idealism, particularly around love and romance.
Oh, well, yeah.
Unwitting self-indulgence.
I'm going to choose to believe for me that this means that I will be alone for the foreseeable future.
No, bruh. Passionate conviction, intuition, an impending opportunity, an invitation, moodiness. The reversal is trickery, a scam, hypocrisy, selfishness, one-sided rival, and subtlety. So I think
I just feel like this entire generation is like fucked for love.
like I think, honestly, I think what it's saying is
that's very rare at this point.
Stop. I kind of agree, but this is my thing. This is my unpopular opinion. Hot take.
I'm just not willing to be in a situationship, so I will be single.
Yeah, there's that. And then in my head, I'm like, unless you physically come out and you're like, Sophia, like, this is what... Well, I won't date somebody. Like, I won't enter a long-term committed relationship with somebody unless, like, they fit, like, in my life and help me grow to become a better person. And if you don't fit all those, then I won't enter a dedicated long-term relationship with you.
Yeah.
And that's, like, I think the standard I have to have. But I feel like recently, like, a lot of people just, like, don't communicate. Like, it's just, like, a baseline of communication that I feel like I struggle. Like I feel like I text a lot and, like, I get left. It's not, like, I feel like ghosting is, like, too extreme. It's just, like, people are busy, right, so they won't respond. But I feel like I try to respond, like, as best as I can, you know? So I'm just looking for someone who has that same, like, level of ability to communicate, you know? And, like, respond. But yeah, I think just it is really hard to, like, connect with people, like, in this day and age, like, especially, like, I'm not sure, like, maybe it's just like a little bit of the pandemic. I think also depending how old you were when COVID first hit, like, it probably affected your development in different ways. But I think mostly it's saying to avoid people who are bad at communication, B, who are selfish, or hypocritical. But also, it's saying that you're insanely loyal to friends and family. So that's something that you might want to look out for in the other person. Someone who's, like, looks out for their friends and family. Someone who is idealistic and passionate and has, like, a lot of ideas and concepts.
Slay.
So maybe, like, just, like, I feel like what I've noticed in the best relationships, and I think what this is saying, is that you have to find somebody who fits into your life without issue. Like, I feel like when you know someone's, like, right for you, that is, like, it will show itself, you know? I think, like, forcing or rushing into anything is always, like, maybe the downfall of a relationship. And also being truthful about how you feel, which I think, like, maybe in the past I struggled with, but I'm trying to be more truthful. I think this is a positive reading. There's no negatives.
Yeah.
Overall. I think it kind of is, like, you might die alone, but maybe that's a good thing.
I just think for me it means I'll die alone. I think for you it means that you know what you want.
That means I'm gonna die alone.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I want too much.
Same outcome.
I want too much. Like.
Yeah.
Bro. I don't know. I've been thinking, I'm like, I'm just gonna, like, just gonna be me and my cat, bro. I don't care. I think I used to be scared of dying alone, but now I realize that dying with the wrong person might be worse than dying alone. Like, that's the thing, like, dying when you feel, like, unheard and unloved and uncared for by somebody who you felt was, like, supposed to be there for you. And I feel like that's just, when you end a relationship, that's usually, like, you end it because you feel like it's not working anymore. That's just, like, I feel like a really sad thing. I really hate, like, going through that. Do you want a love reading, or should we just jump into career?
We should go into the goddess tarot.
Yes! Put this
because if we're going to be in our love energy, we need to see which goddesses we get. True. Which one's our love goddess?
The question is Princess of Swords. That's like...
Again, swords. That's literally the Knight of Swords, but for this deck, because if it's the princess, then it's like...
Oh, true!
Unless it's... Which one's the page or the knight? So princess is either the page or the knight.
Yeah, let's look. I feel like it might make sense that it might be the knight, because she has a sword.
Oh, Prince of Swords and then Princess of Swords. Okay, so it doesn't say, like, that. But
I was literally going to be like, she has a sword, so it's obviously a knight. But I was like, oh, it's the swords card. Obviously, you'd have a sword.
Keywords: decisiveness, clarity, defense. Holding her sword more as a staff of support than as a tool of defense, though if she needed to, she would certainly know how to use it. The Princess of Swords is able to cut her way through the swarmy marsh of confusion. Strong-willed and filled with confidence, she is completely at one with her intentions.
Bruh.
Others' opinions do not deter her from following the path she knows she must follow. The Princess of Swords is unstoppable. The strength of her focus gains her admiration of many. This is us, by the way. This is me and Sophia. Okay. So, meanings: the ability to move in an incisive way, cutting through confusion, being able to defend oneself brilliantly, focus and clarity of understanding, a woman who symbolizes these forces.
Ooh.
Bitch, me.
Literally.
We are both in our swords energy, I guess.
We are. I really like how it just like defines like very like air-like energy, like decisiveness.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very,
The second one is the context.
Two of Pentacles. Oh, so far no goddesses.
Yeah.
So context is Two of Pentacles.
Generally, 2 represents like a harmony. And Pentacles, once again, is earth energy, but also relates to money.
Keywords: grace, expansion, juggling. By the sea, the woman gracefully juggles 2 pentacles. She is so completely focused upon her act, so undistracted by outside influences that she does not drop the pentacles even as they swirl in midair. Around her feet, clad in green, the color of earthly manifestation, flows the incoming tide, thus symbolizing the perfect balance she holds within herself. Around her blows a gentle wind, representing the twin forces of change and movement. Meanings: the ability to juggle several situations at once, jobs, opportunities, balance between the earthly and the spiritual worlds, grace and bounty, commerce and expansion.
So maybe it means that like in the past, like we had a lot to balance. It might have been like 2 I was gonna say 2 relationships, so I guess it doesn't really make sense. Oh, we got this represents us. Oppression, the Wawala. The traditional card is...
traditional card, the tower. Oh my god.
Bruh.
Keywords: confusion, difficulties, release.
So, it's saying that...
This is us?
Yeah, like your role.
I guess, yeah.
So, I guess it's saying that, we're very...
The tower makes sense for that because it is, like, kind of at a moment of, like, significance and turmoil. In a, like, destruction of the established order type way. That's
true. Like, and I feel like also we're both in a position, like, where we've kind of destroyed, like, the established order. Like, I feel like I've, like, become very different in the last 6 months, but, like, in a good way. Like, I feel a lot better and, like, self-fulfilled. And I feel like when you do feel more confident, and, like, shows in other parts in your life.
Yeah.
And that way I feel like the tower isn't negative. It just like shows a transformation. So that's the community. So who else plays a role? So our potential person would be 10 of Pentacles. Did we get Pentacles last time too?
Yeah, so we got Pentacles and Swords for the last reading.
Bruh.
10 of Pentacles. Keywords: accumulation, prosperity, expansion. The gateway from the enchanted garden leads to a lovely verdant landscape. 10 pentacles glitter within its ornate carvings and upon a tree, showing the inherent expansiveness of the world. All the wonderful things sacred to Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. There is more than enough for all to enjoy. Here is the suit of pentacles is expressed in its strongest form. Here the suit of pentacles is expressed in its strongest form. So that's 10 of Pentacles. Dude, that's great. Yeah. Meanings: great satisfaction, prosperity, and the construction of a home that reflects this state. Creating a family to share wealth with.
So I think it means, like, maybe, like, somebody who, is very, like, career-minded. Maybe someone who's, like, very confident in themselves. Someone who would genuinely add purpose. Not add purpose, but, like, add value to your life. And I think, like, you're able to like I said, build like a family. And I think a family doesn't even have to be with kids. It's just like you build a life together and you inspire each other to want to like move forward and finish. The Four of Pentacles as the final conclusion. So let me find it. It's weird that we didn't get... I guess we did get oppression. That's cool. It's wealth, stability, and security. Pleased with herself. A woman rests in a peaceful meadow. So, surrounded by Four Pentacles, the woman is an epitome of luxury and earthly prosperity. But Five of Pentacles is poverty. So, I'm not sure what the difference between 4 and 5 is, but it means wealth, stability, holding on to worldly goods, and self-satisfaction.
Yeah, I think 4s are usually more, like, established, like, order, but not in, like, the sense that it's, like, this is, like, the system or something. It's, like, kind of 4 is, like, connotated with, like, the home, like, very square, like,
even numbers, which I think is good. I feel like odds are very not, like, usually not good in tarot. And I guess it just says...
like, even numbers are more, like, even.
Yeah. I guess, like, in tarot... I feel like tarot does kind of believe in, like, making things symmetrical, making things balanced and even. And that terms even numbers are, like, just, like, they're able to be divided by 0. But, yeah, that was the Goddess Tarot. I really
We didn't get any goddesses. Can we keep pulling until we get a goddess?
Yeah, we can. Do you want to... I'll take a picture and you can pull.
Well, I guess I like the artwork.
The artwork is very cool. I feel like it's very different from all the other decks.
Okay, so I just pulled the Star, so that's funny.
Oh, is that Goddess?
Like a potential energy. I pulled Justice in reverse, and Justice is with Athena. So...
I feel like this one was a bit longer. How long is it?
Yeah, why the fuck was this so long? This is not supposed to be the long one.
I know, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've been rambling so much these days, but that's what tarot be like sometimes.
Bye.
Bye. Hope everyone has a good spring.
Have a great full moon? Question mark.
New moon?
Yeah.
You should upload this on a full moon.